Go extreme with Skyview Orange, Citrus and Fruity, a product of the Reham family. Go extreme with Skyview Orange, Citrus and Fruity.
School. You're most welcome. Tell us your name.
My name is Musene Xavier Benjamin, Captain Goodheart.
For what said there, Benjamin, now that you've lost the toss and you're bowling first, what is your take? And you're restricting Nyakasura Senior Secondary School from scoring how many runs?
I don't expect us to concede more than 115 runs.
So, as a captain, I believe you had a team talk together with your coach and the team members. So, do you think what you have in target, you will be in position to beat your target?
Yes, we trust in ourselves.
Very well said there from the youngest captain of the tournament. Thank you so much for your time. We wish you all the best, the two teams that are battling for today. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are here as a media house of Deep End, not forgetting Uganda Cricket Association in partnership with Skyview Soda and Crystal Water. Here I am with Sajabi, who is going to take us through the tour that is going to be held in Gulu, the northern part of the country.
Thank you so much, Sandra. Just an important one to note, the captains that have just been here, the captain for Nyakasura and the captain for Goodheart, both of them are called Benjamin. The one for Nyakasura is Waguma Benjamin, who plays for the Cricket Cranes and the baby Cricket Cranes. And the captain for Goodheart is called Musene Xavier Benjamin. So both of them are Benjamins. The Benjamins will be coming up. But before you go in for that game, ladies and gentlemen, from wherever you're watching in, allow me to welcome you to Deep End Sports Media Channel. And also let me remind you that the Mukono cricket community will be traveling to Gulu on the 10th of September, and they will play games with the Northern Cricket Hub. Games will start on 11th, 12th, 13th, and then they will return to Kampala on 15th. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite everyone who can make it to Gulu to come and travel with us. Also, the games will be streamed live on Deep End Sports Media Channel. So from wherever you are, you can just tune into the channel and make sure that you can follow these games that are going to come up. Also, before I take away the microphone from me, allow me to remind you that holiday coaching is continuing in our different hubs. Shortly after schools week, the holiday coaching camp in Jinja for the East Enders will continue. There is an ongoing coaching in Sorot Cricket Academy. One is in Gulu and the other one is in Mukono Cricket Community at Takajunge Ground.
Thank you so much, Sajabi, the king of the mic for the day, for giving us such an impressive words and knowing that we shall be moving very soon after the cricket week to the northern part of the country to have more fun of cricket. So we do really want to encourage you that find time, walk in there or get some transport and put in so that you can watch the new talent of the young boys who are coming up, the new talent, as we can develop more young skills from the young boys. As you can see, they're trying to battle each and every day to ensure that at least they can top the table and win easily. So ladies and gentlemen, we shall come back shortly as we give you the updates about the games that are happening in different grounds.
to our second game. This is a game between Nyakasura School and Good Heart Senior Secondary School. Good Heart Senior Secondary School is a Jinja-based school which is found in Jinja district. Nyakasura is a school which is found in Kabarole district. Nyakasura is from Fort Potro, and Good Heart is a school which is found in Bugembe, a part of Jinja district. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our second game of the day from wherever you're watching in. Allow me to welcome you to our channel, the Deep End Sports Media channel, and Uganda Cricket Association Media YouTube page. Ladies and gentlemen, later on today, the captain for Nyakasura, Baguma Benjamin, won the toss and he elected to bat first. My name is Sajab Ivan Cyprian, and I'm not alone in the commentary box.
My name is Mbeza Hopshila.
Mbeza Hopshila, they are a player for the Baby Victoria Pearls, call them the under-19, who formerly captained the Jinja Senior Secondary School ladies side, and apparently she's here. Her team plays in the top flight of the women's division, Jinja Senior Secondary School. Now she's in the comms box to tell us how it goes down here in the comms. Hope, what do you make of this game? What should we hope? What should we expect as this game starts here?
Yeah, I think this game will be good. According to the one saying the teams, I hope they're all strong. And I think Nyakashura decided to bat first because they think they're good and strong in their batting.
Well, Nyakasura has been winning games. They have played 4 games and won all of them. Good Heart has played 4 and lost all of them. Actually, Good Heart have conceded the most runs in this tournament, 906 runs in the 48 overs they have bowled. The captain for Good Heart, Mosene Benjamin, told us that he will be limiting Nyakasura to less than 50 runs. Then they will come and chase down the score.
Yeah, as you can see, opening up batting for Nyakashura School is Mark and Ainebiona. The next strike is Ainebiona. Opening up bowling for Good Heart Secondary School. Coming from the Kampala Road end is Antalya. Antali. Yeah, he's quite bowling good. So far, no run made in his over, and he hasn't yet given out any extra.
Well, indeed, it's a beautiful thing to bowl 3 balls. Remember, always the first ball of the game sends the message. And all I can tell you from this game is that the message that is coming from Atali is that they will not concede so many runs since no extra has been given.
Unfortunately, he delivers a wide.
Commentators cast working there on Atali. Comes and delivers one away from the mark. Umpire Longe will stretch his arms around. 1 for no loss, 0.3 overs gone here at Jinja Senior Secondary School, ladies and gentlemen.
Beautiful delivery there from Antali, and the batsman also tries to play it and gets a single.
Nice running there between the wickets from the 2 batsmen.
Two runs on board for no loss in 0.4 overs.
Some poor communication here between the between the batsmen, but Good Heart does not capitalize on that one. They have failed to get 1 run out. Yet that was really a chance for a run out. And when Roland manages to run and gets back on strike. Pitched outside, cut very well to covers, and they managed to rotate the strike again. And even Roland, the man there, he's trying to make sure that they get some runs. Nyakasura. Atali Ali, the bowler, completes his first over.
And that was the end of the over. 4 runs on board for no loss.
Well, 4 runs on board. If I could use my simple mathematics, 4 by 20, that is 80 runs. The projection should be that the projection is that Nyakasura will score only 80 runs. New money into the attack for Good Heart Senior Secondary School is Balyegisawa Derek, and he opened his account with a wide delivery. The wicketkeeper wasn't so sharp, and they managed to take a single after that weight being bowled.
Yeah, after getting that single, it's Mark now on strike.
A very good way of rotating the strike here. But the wicketkeeper is looking very untidy since he cannot stop the balls. And yet, as a wicketkeeper, you have the gloves. You're better than all other fielders. We expect you to come and stop all the balls that come your way. Balyegisawa Derek trying to make sure that he comes back nicely and deliver more dots here for his side. Full pitch delivery on the face of the bat. The chase is on. Ball straight long off. Nice pick up. But the batsmen have managed to get 2 runs off that ball.
Yeah, the runs now are 10. Still Mark on strike. Balyegisawa.
Mark and Roland are rotating the strike very nicely here at GSS Cricket Oval. The boys from Bugembe are looking sharp. They are closing into the balls and they are making sure that they block all the balls.
A beautiful delivery there from Balyegisawa, and the batsman misses it.
The wicketkeeper made that look easy as he made sure that the ball just falls into the gloves. I just don't like the way the bowler is running back to his run-up. As a youngster, you should be walking because actually you'll get very tired after the game.
Another beautiful drive shot there.
Balyegisawa's question to Aineviona was, do you have a driving permit? And Roland says, yes, I have a driving permit. Drives one to mid-off, and I managed to rotate the strike. Nice running between wickets here from the batsmen.
Yeah, as you can see, they're trying to be positive. Try to rotate strike and make runs.
Indeed, the positivity. Chance will run out here to the hands of the wicketkeeper, but the batsmen are already in their grounds. Indeed, here you have to show a very high level of positivity and a positive body language, because that's what helps you to win the game. You just can't be
Another beautiful drive shot there and manages to get single.
Driven right to mid wickets. The fielder was sharp. Beautiful pickup. 2 overs going here at GSS Cricket Oval. 15 for no loss is the score. Fielders changing there with a lot of energy and trying to show that they are into the game. Hope. The first over was a good one as they scored only 4 runs. But after 2 overs, the score is 15. Gisawa managed to give out 11 runs. What do you make of that over? Does it change the projection? Oh,
Yeah, it changes the prediction because the bowler has really given out many extras, making it easy for these guys of Nyakashura to put on a very high score for these guys to chase.
Antali Ali is the man back into the strike. Delivers one wide from the batsman. The wicketkeeper had nothing much to do. Chance for run out here, but the batsman managed to steal a single run after that wide delivery. Sorry, 2 runs after the wide delivery.
Yeah, as you can see, the bowler is not giving himself time to think. After delivering the ball, he's just running back instead of walking back while thinking.
Indeed, the coach in his dugout should be telling the players to look where they are bowling and concentrate, because that's how you can bowl good balls. Every time you don't concentrate, every time you don't look where you're bowling, trust me, a wide delivery will be given hope.
Yeah, and whenever you give those extras, you're really costing your team.
Antali Ali looking sharp there. Coming back very nicely and making sure he can now give some dots to the batsman to play. One to the face of the bat. The chase on towards long on. The fielder comes comfortably. Nice pick up and hand in, but they managed to get 2 runs.
Yeah, that is so beautiful. They're beautiful running between the wickets and managed to get 2 runs of that ball, making the score 20 for no loss.
Indeed, the running between the wickets has to be very nice. You have to look very sharp as you're running in there.
Another beautiful shot there from Aineviona and managed to get single off that ball.
There was a chance to run out if the fielder at covers had thrown that hand straight to the hands of the wicketkeeper. Unfortunately, the throw wasn't so nice, and Aineviona reached his ground.
Yeah, and that calls for game awareness. Whenever you're not aware, you will always slip on the pitch and always keep on making mistakes.
Another beautiful delivery there from Antali Ali, opening bowler for Good Heart Secondary School, now bowling his second one. Antali is seemingly a better bowler than Gisawa, because the way he's bowling, he's putting the balls in the juicy areas and making sure they don't get many runs from his overs.
Unfortunately, the umpire calls out a wide ball.
Commentators curse. That one goes away from the wide line. And the score goes to 22.
Yeah, beautiful pull shot there, and the fielder tries to run after the ball, but
Slow outfield there, I think caused by the rain that we had earlier on today in the morning. But the batsman managed to get 2 runs. Some big call there from the fielder at covers, trying to tell the fielder at short fine leg to send back the ball quickly to make sure they limit them from scoring many runs.
yeah, but the batsmen also are consistent because, as you can see, it's not easy to make those 2 runs when you're not running that first run. hard.
It calls a lot, but that is a wide delivery from the bowler. He continues to bless the fieldings, to bless the batsman with another free run. One I would also love to take, because if I'm facing and you give a wide delivery, I would be happy that we have something to defend at the end of the day. Mark plays a beautiful shot there to long off, fielded nicely and handed in. 3 overs gone here at GNGSS Cricket Oval.
And that marks the end of the third over. The score is still 24 for no loss in 3 overs.
Mark Aruhweza at 7 of 10 balls, and Nevena Roland at 6 of 7 balls. At least Antali is trying to manage the damage, and maybe would expect Baliegisawa to do the same from his end.
Yeah, I think after consisting many runs in his first over, I think he's come back strong. He'll try and limit.
A big swing there from the batsman. Unfortunately, does not make any contact on the ball, and they don't get any run off that one.
Beautiful drive shot there, but poor fielding, and it goes for 4.
That was a misfield, and the ball had to sail to the boundary. The fielding had to be spot on to make sure that he stops that ball right at square leg. Unfortunately, even when he tried to chase the ball again, he wasn't in position to get it. The 4 runs will be pushing the score to 28 after 3.2 overs, and that is the first boundary of the innings, scored by Mark Aruhweza, looking sharp in there. She's brown like Nyakasura is resting in the 3rd position on the table. They are tying points with Kololo Aces and St. John's Kauga. All of them have 8 points, but if Nyakasura wins this one, they will go back on top of the table. Wicket moment, celebration moment there for Good Heart Secondary School as Mark Aruhweza's leg was before the wicket, and the umpire Timothy Kawanguzi had nothing to do for him other than telling him to go.
Mark scored 11 of 13 balls and got out LBW, and his strike rate is 84.62.
The ball was pitched in the line. Impact was in the line, hitting stumps, and the umpire had nothing to do for him.
Coming in as number 3 for Nyakasura is Musinguzi.
Musinguzi Matthew there, who was very instrumental in yesterday's game when Nyakasura was taking on St. Joseph's College Laibi. He came and scored 37 runs. And when he came to do the bowling, he looked very sharp, picked wickets and made sure that St. Joseph's College Laibi didn't manage to chase the score down yesterday. Now he's in here to answer many questions with the bat. A good swing there. Top of square leg fielder, and the ball sails to the boundary. The hunt for the ball will be going on there. Musinguzi just seeing his second delivery coming to the bat, and he goes hard for it, manages to pick a boundary. Just a quick reminder, I hope Musinguzi played in the World Cup last year in West Indies as the baby cricket cranes were playing with the big nations like India, Sri Lanka, and many nations.
So, Mr. Sajabi, Ivan, what do you think he's capable of doing here today?
Well, Musinguzi Matthew is capable of doing so many things because he's one of the good players. I remember on 12th of this very month, Musinguzi Matthew, as his team Nyakasura Cricket Club was playing against Sidon Lions, he managed to pick 4 wickets. So basically, when he comes here, he's supposed to pick as many wickets as he can for his side. Yesterday he picked only 1. Maybe he will be looking at picking more wickets today. He may have come in the top order, but for us we know Musinguzi Matthew as one of the bowling all-rounders. Four overs gone here at Jinja Senior Secondary School Cricket Oval. 34 for 1 is the score.
Change of bowler here. Coming from the Kampala Road end is Chiwemba.
Chiwemba Mohammed is the new bowler there for Good Heart Senior Secondary School. If we were doing a context of translating names English, maybe Chiwemba would be called a dove. And that beautiful show there from Enebiona Roland helps him rotate the strike, and now Musinguzi Matthew is on strike.
Yeah, I think Nyakashura is really playing good. They're not so bad because they're all trying to rotate strike. Whoever is coming in, I think their mindset is to rotate strike.
That is played in the gap. Nobody moves, nobody gets hurt. Straight through covers the boundary, and the Musinguzi Matthew gets his second 4. The third one in the game, but it pushes the score to 43 for a loss of 1 after 4.4 overs.
Yeah, it was a beautiful shot there for Musinguzi. Nice running between the wickets.
He blocked that one and he just worked hard to take off. Musinguzi Matthew just remaining every one of his quality as a batsman. Because having made a debut with the cricket cranes, having played for the baby cricket cranes, we really expect so much from him.
Another beautiful shot there down the leg. He fumbles and they were able to get 1, pushing the score to 41 for 1.
You just can't afford to keep on fumbling, because every time you fumble, you leak many runs, and that becomes costly for your team.
beautiful pull shot there. That was the end of the over. 43 runs on board for one in 5 overs. And the umpire calls that ball a wide. Coming in to bowl the 6th over for Good Heart, coming from the banana plantation end, is Echatu Andrew, and his first ball was a wide.
Echatu Andrew comes back very nicely and puts one on the body lane. It was sent away very well. Chance was on, but there is another chance here for run out. Ball not to the hands of the wicket keeper, and they managed to get 3 runs off that ball. More updates coming in from other cricket overs. St. John's Secondary School Mukono is taking on St. John's High School Kauga. Both schools are from Mukono, and it is a Mukono derby. St. John's Secondary School Mukono won the toss and elected to bat first. Score is 34 for 4 after 5.5 overs. Masaka Senior Secondary School is taking on Dairy Public International School at Juko 2. Masaka SS won the toss and elected to bat first. 49 for 2 after 8.4 overs is the score. At Kira Primary School, Kilembe Secondary School is taking on Busoga College Mwiri. Kilembe Secondary School won the toss and elected to bat first. Score is 72 for 3 after 11 overs. This afternoon, Busoga College Mwiri will take a rest and action will resume at that ground tomorrow.
Another beautiful cut shot there. And the fielder tries hard to find that ball.
The fielder gets the ball very nice and throws it back and manages to limit them from taking another run.
Beautiful cut shot there. The fielders try hard to find that ball.
The shout from the fielders is bowler's side. There was a chance to run out at that side. Unfortunately, the throw wasn't very strong, and they managed to get 2 runs. Mosenguzi Matthews swings hard at that one. Ball on the borderline, 1 bounce for 4 runs. Trying to remain guys of his strong muscles, and he picks his the 4th one in this game.
Mr. Sajabi Ivan Do you think this team will be able to stop Nyakashura from scoring the 150 runs, as the captain said?
Well, we are just in the opening in the opening part of the game. We really can't make a prediction in these first overs. You never know what would come. You even never know what would happen if Matthew is out. Maybe they could fight and limit them more. Chance for a catch there. Unfortunately, the fielder was sleeping. Tries to hunt, but Musingu's Matthew makes it to his ground. That was some good awareness. Unfortunately, the fielder standing at mid-off was not in position to stop that one.
Yeah, trust me, when you're playing this game, whenever you're not active, whenever you're absent-minded, those fumbles will always come at any day, which costs the team in most cases.
Well, no team really affords to fumble and give out runs, because this turns out to be very costly for you.
And that was the end of the 60th over.
Umpire signals power play there.
63 runs on board for 1.
Another beautiful single there. Sorry, they take 2 runs after the fumble. Beautiful shot there to covers, but the filter is a bit sleepy, and they manage to steal runs. Ball in the air, chance for a catch, safe. They take 1. The fielder is very attentive at that point and manages to get the ball and sends it back, limiting them from getting the second one. Another beautiful oh, what a poor throw. Just had to throw the ball to the hands of the wicketkeeper or even try a direct hit. But he has given freebies and 2 runs are taken after that poor fielding.
Beautiful drive shot there. And the umpire stretches out his hands, calling for runs.
Bagoma played one through the covers and nobody could chase that one. Since nobody moved, nobody got hurt. Nice shot there from Musinguzi.
It's a wide ball.
Pitched away from the batsman, and the batsman will enjoy getting a freebie. Every time you give them runs, they will be so ready to get these runs, because Baguma told us that he would look at scoring 200 runs in this game. Maybe he was counting the extras as well.
Another beautiful shot there. but the youngster stops that one and they were able to get one.
Youngster practiced football techniques, kicking the ball and making sure it doesn't go past him. But then that is indeed a good fielding. We used to call it body and soul. I don't know whether the terminology has changed, but I think it still stands.
He again bowls that one wider.
Behind the batsman, not in his reach, a wide ball, and the batsman will enjoy getting a free run.
Another wide ball there.
Pitched slightly close, but away from the wide back. And the batsman will enjoy another free run. We will hope. Apparently the bowler is bowling back-to-back wides, something that I see would be very disastrous for his side, because you have to try as much as you can to limit the batsman from getting runs but not giving them runs.
Yeah, I think the captain needs to talk to the bowler to tell him where to put that ball.
The best place to put the ball is on the money, right in the line of the stumps, right in front of the wickets. A full pitch delivery and you will be into the game, because anything happens around there, you would get a catch, someone would be out LBW, or even someone could get bowled.
End of the 7th over, 75 runs on board for 1.
Seven overs gone here at Jinjese Senior Secondary School. 75 is the score after 7 overs. They are operating at a run rate of 10 per over. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we shall have a change in the commentary box. I'm here joined in by the Baby Victoria Pulse player, a left-hand batsman who doesn't bowl, but she is good with the bat. Nasuna Whitney is here with me in the comms box. Nasuna, welcome to the commentary box.
Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back for the evening game for now.
Welcome back, but as you were coming back, Musinguzi Matthew saw one at his leg side and he went hard for it. He managed to get 4 runs for his side. 79 for 1 is the score apparently. What do you make of the game, Whitin?
Me, I think the batting side is doing well, as well as the fielding side is also trying hard to prevent them from scoring much runs that they can't get.
Indeed, the fielders of Good Heart Secondary School, the school from Bugembe, have to do a lot more because they have been leaking runs. Their last game yesterday, one on the borderline, and Musinguzi Matthew kinds it for a maximum. First 6 of the day and first 6 of the game. The umpire Timothy Kawanguzi will raise up his arms with happiness as the hunt for the ball is on. Musinguzi Matthew just remaining the guys that he played in the World Cup, and whatever is coming to him is something he can take away.
I'm seeing the positive energy he's putting in, showing that he's a captain and he can manage the position he was given. As well as the partner is also trying hard to calm him down to do his job as well.
Well, Musinguzi Matthew trying to remind guys of everything he can do. Nice pick up and hand in. Something I love much seeing in cricket. Every time you get the ball, you have to hand in as quickly as you can.
The fielding team is looking to be young, but they are trying to show that they're young but big in cricket.
Well, Good Heart Secondary School playing their first schools week. I remember when I was still at Busoga High, those are the schools we would beat to qualify for the nationals. I played 2 nationals in my name, one in 2014, the other in 2015, and I remember we used to give Good Heart Secondary School a run for their money, and now here we are. They are coming for the nationals for their first time, and we are happy to receive them. Coach Eric Kawanguzi doing very good work there at Good Heart. Flashed out to the field at point, misfielded. He manages to recover and save a boundary. They will take 3 runs and rotate the screen very well here.
The batting team is trying to rotate around the pitch.
One in the gap. The chase is on through covers. And finally the ball sails to the boundary.
I'm seeing this. The batting side is trying to go hard on each and every ball that is coming their way.
Indeed, to make sure that you get many runs, you have to go as hard as you can. Ladies and gentlemen, we are still underway here at Ginger Senior Secondary School. 8 overs gone here at Ginger Senior Secondary School. More 12 overs to come. Field is trying to change. They will change the tactics a bit and introduce a new bowler from the Kampala Road end. Ladies and gentlemen, from wherever you're watching in, this is the Skyview Boys Schools Cricket Week 2023. Skyview are the top sponsors of this particular tournament, but they are working alongside, in their sponsorship work, they are working alongside East Enders, Deep End Sports Media, and Uganda Cricket Association. Ladies and gentlemen, the game broadcasting live on your screens is a game between Nyakasura School from Fort Portal taking on Good Heart Senior Secondary School from Jinja. Nyakasura School won the toss and they elected to bat first.
And not forgetting Sajabi. Uganda has done well where it is. It has won Tanzania by 19 runs. Have you seen the fixtures out there?
That is how Uganda always remains people of their quality every time they go outside. The team playing there in Kigali at Gahanga Stadium and telling everyone that, look, we are good. Well, this Schools Week is part of the development programs, and this is where all the players who are playing on the national side always come from. We are very grateful for the development programs that we are having in Uganda, trying to make sure that we get so many good players to come into the mix. The wicket keeper there trying to be very tidy and stopping that ball. Nice block there. The call is yes. But the batsman on the non-striker's end tells him, Matthew, no. Don't come to my side. That might have been a run out in case they have tried to take on that run. Unfortunately, they didn't take the run. Or fortunately.
But these young boys of Bugembe are trying to go well, because to some schools they're hitting them hard, but they're trying to show the energies. What do you see, Ivan?
Indeed, there is a very good comeback from the boys of Bugembe, who have been leaking so many runs, but in this game they have not yet given out so many. They are trying to play very well and make sure they don't go off the plan, because the plan by the captain for Good Heart Secondary School Bugembe, Musene Javier Benjamin, he said he wants to limit these boys of Nyakasura to 150 runs, then he comes to chase down the score.
That's nice to go, because the captain has showed the positivity of the team that what the team can do, making the other team also get scared, because they show that they can make the big team also be small like them.
Mosenguzi Matthew reaches the half-century mark with that beautiful drive to the covers. Mosenguzi Matthew yesterday struggled, but he didn't make it to the half-century mark. But in this game, he has managed to get there. Pitch away from the batsman, and the call from the umpire is wide. The batsmen of Nyakasura will enjoy more freebies, and they will be happy to get them.
I'm seeing the batting side is showing a lot of positivity, as well as the fielding side is doing the same.
Well, positivity from both sides is what puts the competition, and every side has to get run for the money. Nice fielding there as he just lays straight in front of the ball using a Ronaldo technique, and he manages to stop the ball, sends it back, and that marks the end of the 9th over. Ladies and gentlemen, we are still underway here at Jinja Senior Secondary School, and there will be some change in the commentary box. I am going to sip some Sky View. I'll be back shortly. I'll be replaced by Sandra here as I come back.
Sandra, welcome to the comms box.
Thanks so much, Whitney, for welcoming me into this wonderful edition. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so much delighted that you're watching cricket live here, the home of cricket, live in Jinja Senior Secondary School. But we are not only playing in here, we have other grounds that the cricket matches are taking place, as we shall keep on updating you on what is going on in each ground.
Sandra, how is the game going, as you're saying?
According to me, the way I'm analyzing the game, I believe that the fielding team, they are trying their level best. As you can see, they are trying out their bowlers, and the bowlers looking very young in the pitch, as you can see. But the batters are trying also to push to ensure that at least they keep the scoreboard ticking.
The score is now 103.
Some good drive there. As you can see, the two batters crossing so fast, making 2 runs. And as you can see, they are keeping the scoreboard ticking. They're never retiring or getting tired for what they are doing.
Nice running in between the wickets by the batsmen, and nice fielding from the fielding side too.
Indeed, I love the fielding side of Good Heart. every ball that comes to the ball, at least they're trying to put in energies to ensure that at least they stop that ball and sending it back to a proper position. Big energy there. Swing so very hard, sending that ball for 4 runs. As you can see, the umpire trying to tell us that he has collected 4 mangoes into the basket, keeping the scoreboard ticking.
Nyakashura is doing so well, making the score 110. Sandra, can you predict what they can put on board for now?
Another good chase, trying to save the boundary, but unfortunately the ball leaves the fielder a little bit, tapping the boundary. As you can see, the 2 batters in there having too much confidence and trying to hit back-to-back 4s. Back to you, Whitney, to your question. Right now, I can't predict the actual runs that Nyakasura is going to put on board. But just like the same way the captain said before, that their target is to set 250 for Good Heart Senior Secondary School.
I think I'll go with the captain's opinion of them putting on 250, because I'm seeing they're going so hard on each and every ball that is coming their way, making the score go to where they want it to be.
Nudging the ball there so nicely towards square leg. There they go for 1 run. I really love the Good Heart team. It seems like they're working according to the name of their school, because they're just playing the game in a cool way.
Though the fielding side is being hit so hard, they're trying to put in the positive energies, not to give up so easily like that. They're showing that they are positive and they can go hard to prevent these people from scoring their score that they want.
Some good energies and some good athleticism between the fielders chasing after the ball, together with the 2 batters, at least making 3 runs of that ball. As you can see, the bowler is trying to do something, either trying to man card, but he was not sure of what he's doing.
Both teams are showing the positivities that you can't predict who will be the winner of the day.
Some good delivery there, pushing it straight to the some good ball placement between gully there. Good throw from the chance for run out, but unfortunately the keeper is a little bit and slightly slow picking that ball, finding that the batsman had already reached and saved his house.
I've loved the keeper's energy. He's looking to be young but trying so hard on what he's doing.
Swing and a miss, going straight to the keeper's gloves. As you can see, he's trying to attack the 4th stump there. Some good work, the teamwork from Good Heart Senior Secondary School. They are not giving up. A ball nudged there so nicely as they take a single.
The score is now 122 in 11 overs. Nine overs to go now. Let's see what the batting side is going to do in those 9 overs and what the fielding side is also going to do. The batter is showing a lot of positivity there, and the bowler is also doing the same as he's coming to ball towards the bowler. The umpire shows away there as the bowler has
Good Heart giving another one free run for Nyakasura Senior Secondary School after delivering a wide ball. He's trying to attack the stumps. Some good drive shot there. Trying to make the second run.
the batters are running so well that they are making the score move.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live here in our home of cricket for now. Ginger Senior Secondary School hit very, very hard with a lot of energy. As you can see, sends the ball for 4 runs with ease without using too much energy. Ladies and gentlemen, there will be a slight change here in the com box. Here I have the senior umpire, the only one recognized by the ICC, who is already here with us. Sharon, you're most welcome to the com box. Tell us on how you're viewing the game for today.
Thank you, Achao, for inviting me again today in the Combox. Today I had one game on my ground. That's why I have the opportunity to come into the Combox and watch the game still here at Ginger SS Boys Cricket Week 2023. Achao, if I can tell you, the boys are really doing well. Like I said last time, this time round, cricket has grown. The boys are playing very good cricket. We are seeing individuals scoring 100 plus in different grounds, which shows that the game is really growing, and it will grow, and there is a bright future for the boys. Good to see even the weaker teams coming back and fighting back, even when they know they cannot win, but they show that they are actually doing their best to try and put up their a tight competition amongst themselves. Good to see the boys fight and play the game of cricket.
The score is now 133 in 11 overs so far played. We are now remaining with 8 overs to go. The field is looking so busy as the fielders are going back to their fielding positions and showing much energy, though the batting side is trying to go hard and score much runs. They're showing that they are not giving up, though the batting side is doing also well.
A question to you, Whitney, according to this game that you're seeing right now. Nyakashura looks a stronger team to the opposite team. What do you think from the fielding and the batting? What do you have to say?
Nyakashura seems to be a stronger team, yes, but these young boys of Bugembe are also showing the positivity that the Nyakashura players didn't expect, because the Bugembe boys seem to be too young to be not knowing that much cricket as they expected it to be. They're trying to hit the balls hard and getting more dot balls. That shows that the team is growing and they are challenging the Nakashura team as well.
Well said there, Whitney. I must say, it's the same view on my side. And like I said earlier before, cricket is growing. Even the weaker team that you might think they are weak, they are actually putting up a fight. There's a high intensity in the game, and the boys are really doing well. And hopefully, they will have a lot of experience after this game. And if they are to play another experienced team, if I can say like Kololo, or they can actually improve and put up a bigger fight than they are putting up right now.
Yeah. Sharon, at the beginning of the tournament, there were expected teams that we were putting there, that the trophy is theirs. But per now, you can't tell which team will take the trophy. We used to predict that it would be this team and this team, this team and this team, but per now, you can't tell which team, because even these small teams, they're coming to be stronger, showing that they also want the trophy as well. So I've liked the positivity of these boys.
Well, Whitney, well said there. If you're looking at this game, if really the lovely shot hit there and taken. Unfortunately, the fielder stepped on the rope, and the 6 is signaled by the umpire, senior umpire, Mr. Elonge Becker from Ginger SS, one of the legends of umpires in Uganda. Mr. Elonge Becker, there for you. Waiting to come in. The score is now 154 for no loss in the score is now 154 for no loss for
I, to me, my observation out here, I think if these boys had much experience and quick arms, they would have been doing better than how they are doing because they are young in this thing, but showing the positivity and energies they are putting in. So, Nyakashura should also pull up. They shouldn't be reluctant, thinking that they are having the win in their hands. These kids are also up out there to show that they can.
uh, True, Whitney. I have the same observation as yours as well. And indeed, if this, if they had like maybe they have been training or they've had like a couple of games, like Nyakashura is exposed, if I can say, some of their players are in the national team, or if not in the national team, but they have gotten a chance to train with the national team, which is not the same for the opposing team, which is not the same for Lord's Mead. So, and me, for them being at 150, I expected them to be like in 200. I expected them to now would have scored like 200 runs. But if you see they are not all that experienced and they have limited them to 150, it means they are doing a good job, and given a chance that they come back or meet any other team tomorrow, I think they will have learned many more things and they will come back stronger to defend.
Well said, Sharon. Good Heart is doing so well as their captain side. Their captain had the positivity energy that he told the umpires on tossing time that he wants Nyakashura to put on 150. That's what he loved, showing that he had that positivity that Nyakashura can't hit them 100, showing that he's strong, he's having a strong team. For it's not easy for any beginning team to show that positive energy.
Whitney, that was very good. And you know, they actually, according to the way you're saying it, they were aware that actually Nyakashura is better than them. But the captain of Lord's Mead coming out there and is aware of Good Heart, sorry, the captain of Good Heart coming out there, and he's very aware that they're actually going to verse a stronger team, and they have their own strategy and they're sticking to it. Even now, as you see, they are limiting them to go for two. They can take a one, and they are putting up, trying to set the field, to put up fielders at the boundary, to save that boundary, and they at least can take two. Means that they are in business, much as they are inexperienced, but they are putting up a fight. They are actually putting up like the game, the high intensity of the game is seen, even if they are a weaker team. But may I appreciate them because they are doing well. You see, they are backing up. You know, they are their team just came in recently, but they can back up each other. You know they are backing up the bowler. Me, that's the observation I've seen, and that's very good. They have a future ahead of them. You know, there's no blame games like, yeah, you're misfielding. They're actually encouraging each other, and they are still going strong. Up to this over now, they are, I think, 14 overs running. They are still going strong. There's nothing like they are not backing each other up, or they are out of morale. You see, they are very active on field.
You're right, Sharon. These young boys of Good Heart, they're doing so well. They're backing themselves and they're working as one team. They're doing with one heart. As you know, to a team that is much experienced, if they hit such runs, they would have been now surrendering that they can't get it out. But for these young kids here, they're showing that even if they are hit 160 per now, they are still going harder on it.
Thank you, Whitney. As we can see, the score is 167, 14 overs down. The boys are really fighting. The boundary is tight. At least they are not giving them a boundary like I've seen. They are tight. And the other thing, Whitney, that I can tell you, the wicket keeper looks the youngest in the team, but he's doing a very good job. Even the captain he's young, actually, young in the game. In the game and in the height, he's short, but he's managing. He's pushing his players here and there, and these guys are really doing well. They are backing each other up and they're playing a very good game and putting up a competition, much as they are playing an unexperienced team as Nyakashura.
Me, that's what I've told Ivan. The keeper is too short. He seems to be something like even 10, but he's showing the morality and energy, pushing the team and the captain as well. Seeing the way he's talking, he's comfortable of his team. He's like the captain, but now, as you know, the keeper is the second captain on the team. He's doing well, so I like that and thank the coach for doing that good job out there.
Well, Whitney, we've seen Good Heart come here and is showing us this. We are actually seeing that there is a great future in the different regions. There is a 4 there, the boundary there from Nyakashura. And the umpire signals 4.
The score is now moving so well, making Nyakashura's target come true because they're looking for 250 and the score is 175. The over is 15th running, meaning 5 overs to go per now. Let's see if the Nakashura can make it or the small team, which doesn't have that much experience, can do that.
There was a chance for a catch from the experienced Matayo, but he was dropped. Whitney, if you can see this game, if you've been seeing, these Nyakashura, much as they are experienced players, but they have given more chances. What do you say on that? And it's not that the boys can't take the catches. Some are scared, they fear the ball. But the fact that they're experienced players, they shouldn't be giving chances like that. Because if it was another team, I think they will be like about 6 wickets down or 7 or 9. What do you have to say?
I think Nyakashura thought that the team is too small, that they can give out more chances, they will not be taken. That's why they're giving out those chances. They think that they can go harder, hit high, instead of going step by step, as it said. Sharon, in this game, even if young or big, you'll be out. Even if a small young boy is of 5 or 7 years gets you out, you'll be out. So they should be just serious and play their game, because cricket, it doesn't matter either you're big or small. If you're out, you'll be out.
Well, thank you, Whitney. Well said there. There's a single taken there by Nyakashura. Like you've said, this is a game of cricket. You can never say never until the last ball. And what I've seen is um, the good heart limiting. Actually, by now it's 179 in 15 overs. By now, the projected score, I think, before we even started the game, was 200, 300. But seeing that Nyakashura, the big Lions, are actually on 179, shows that good heart has not just come to play, but they have come also to fight for their team. They have come also to exhibit what they have with the ball. Though their fielding is not all that good, but at least they are doing all their best and doing their basics right, going down and doing long barriers to stop the balls from the boundary, and also the captain making sure that at least they are boundary fielders to save the boundary. They can take a one or two, but not boundaries. Like you've seen, there are no more. There has not been many sixes being flashed around, much as that is what we expected from Nyakashura, but it's not going. And then also, Whitney, let me ask you: what do you think? The World Cup trophy came in yesterday here. Or do you think it has had a bigger impact on the boys?
Nice shot played there, and it goes for a boundary. Back to you, Sharon. The World Cup trophy that came in on was it Monday? Has done much pushing these boys to go harder. They can also have that trophy in our country here. So I think it made them grow in cricket and love what they're doing per now. Even the young teams having that positive energy that they'll have it.
Another boundary there by Nyakashura. They are fighting so hard to reach their target. Yes, they might reach their target, but it has not been easy for them, Whitney. The boys have actually put up a stiff competition. The intensity is high, and they really have to go big because these are the last overs of the. Another boundary there, but it was a misfield. And like I've said, they have dropped many catches. That too was a chance given, but because it could not be taken, it went for a boundary. Whitney, I was still telling you, I think Nakashura, there is also some pressure in the dressing room because they have failed to meet the target that they wanted to meet. Up to this over, it's now the 16th over running, which we expected that 200 would have been scored like in about 8, 10 overs. And now the pressure is on. They want to really go big.
As any big team, Sharon, they are the ones topping in Group B. So they thought that they will hit every time that comes their way. And as Good Heart is a small team, they thought that they even clock 280. But the boys have come challenging. So I think the coach of Nyakashura is now thinking much.
The boys actually showing very good bowling, and they're actually, I think the captain is very aware of the game because you've seen the bowling has now tightened up in the last overs because they have seen that Nyakashura actually, because they also want to go big, they're also trying to limit them. They're giving out wides, but also there is also a lot of dots if you saw the last over and this over going through. There are a lot of dot balls coming in, and the fielders too, commanded by the captain, really want to limit them to reach their target.
Sharon, at the beginning of this inning, these boys were doing so well. that they were giving. And that makes the end of the over. The score is now 193, making Nyakashura's prediction kinda coming true, as per now 4 overs remaining. Let's see whether Nyakashura can clock the 250 as they expected it to be. Oh, the good heart preventing them from having it.
Want to thank our sponsors, Skyview, for the refreshments, the soft drinks that the boys are actually taking at the ground, different grounds. Want to thank our sponsors, Crystal Clear, making sure our thirst is quenched well. Uganda Cricket Association for making sure the boys are actually playing here down in Ginger SS, Muiri Cricket Oval, Chira Primary School, and Ginger College Ground. And I want to thank Deep End Sports Media for making sure the game is streamed live. Wherever you are, please just log in and watch the boys do their things here wherever you are.
Sharon, as you're saying, Sharon, what I've seen, these boys are doing so well that to any beginning coach, if you're the coach, you would be happy for your team, because they're trying to go hard, bowling so hard, fielding so hard with one hat. So if you're the coach of this team, what could you do also for your players?
Well, like I told you, Whitney, before, the side is good. It's their first time to come in for schools week. But if they, at this level they are limiting Nyakashura, a big lion in the tournament, well, what I would go back to the dressing room and tell the boys is keep going and encourage them more. There is a boundary there. There's a boundary there from Nyakashura. Like I was saying, Whitney, I would encourage them to train more and keep doing the same things they are doing, basics, and always have that heart of coming back strong and encouraging them that they can do, because they are doing better. I know they will keep on improving on every game or every team they meet. They played like this today, but I know but tomorrow it will be a different story. Yes, I'll keep encouraging them and keep taking them through the basics.
Me, what I've seen, these kids, the coach is not there to be on the touch line to tell them what to do, but they're trying to back up themselves, tell themselves what to do. Captain trying his best, the keeper doing the same, and the partners themselves trying to back up that you should do this, do this. So I think they're doing so well, making the Nyakashura side get kinda disappointed and wondering how these young kids are doing it. Cause Sharon, me I used to play in the me I play in a kinda big team, cause we're in the first division. So for us, if we are hit such, we start to be like giving up, showing that we can't get it in our hands. But these boys are showing that they can go hard on it.
The score is 213 for 1 in 17 overs. We thank our sponsors, Skyview, Crystal Clear, Deep End Sports Media, Uganda Cricket Association, for making this live here at Ginger SS, Kira College Ground, Mwiri Cricket Ground. The boys are here. Those who are online, the games are streamed. Buy your data, log in, and support the boys. See what the boys are doing with the bat and the ball down here. Well, Whitney, you said you play in division, for a team in division 4, in division 1. But you know, girls cricket is different from boys cricket. Still. And there's a chance for a run out. Nyakashura really wants to go big, but the fielders are tight. Still shows that good heart is not just coming into field, but they also mean business. They knew Nyakashura was big, but they also want to give in their best. From the captain to the wicketkeeper and to they're backing each other up. They are not giving chances of boundary. You can see the boundary fielders. Like you said, no coach at the touchline telling them what to do. These boys, I don't know. Their coach is really doing a very good job. And from this level, in the next 2-3 years, these boys will be playing very good cricket. Reading the game by themselves, managing themselves on the field is a very important, and especially playing within the spirit of the game, backing each other. Even if we've seen misfields around, but they still back each other up. It's very good to see in this level.
The score is now 218, and the over and 17 overs for 1. 3 overs now remaining. Let's see.
The batsman on strike from Nyakashura is really trying to go big and swinging his bat. But the bowler is also giving in his best to see that in these last overs, they don't actually get runs from them.
Indeed, but they're doing
Shot there by Nyakashura. Attempting to go for a second run, but the fielder is tight. This is what is going on here. Nyakashura wanting to go big in the last overs, but Goodheart says no. We didn't come here to just run around. So you must go very big. You must show us some good muscles if you want to go big.
You're right, Sharon. Sharon, what I'm seeing, the Nyakashura side is now remaining with 21 runs to reach their target in the 2 overs. To your prediction, do you think they can make that?
I don't see that, Whitney. I don't see 250 coming. Like I told you earlier before, we all expected Nyakashura to have scored 200 in 10 overs, which didn't happen. So the boys, like I said, the Good Heart is a team that is not leaving everything to chance, as much as they are misfields here and here. But they are actually doing their best to stop boundaries, and that is why probably I don't think Nyakashura can score 250 in the remaining 2 overs. That's very impossible. Let's see, even if they are trying to build up muscles right now, I don't think. There is a big swing there, and the umpire calls a wide ball. Still wanting to go big, like I was saying, Whitney. But I don't think 250 is really a score that will be made in the last 2 overs. Good Heart is not just a good, they are naturally not coming out there to show them a good heart of them giving them runs. They're actually doing the opposite. So the boys are really doing well. Let's see what Nyakashura will do right now. But I don't think 250 is possible. Gone very big there. And caught from outside, and the umpire shows 6 runs. Whitney, like we were saying, Nyakashura is really building muscles, but 250 cannot be made in the last 2 overs.
Sharon, tomorrow we are having a big match here. And that big shot there, this man is trying to go hard as he's going for 6s per now. I think Nyakashura is going to reach the target that he was looking for, because the boy is coming to he's just bowling loose balls, giving the other side energy, reach their goal.
Yeah, the bowler has really disappointed the captain at these last overs. But the captain is still insisting, if you can hear, that it has to be tight. Don't just toss the ball. The big swing there, and given out by the umpire, LBW out. Trying to go big. And Whitney, just after the captain saying tusigare kuplani, it really worked. Picking there a wicket at these last overs. When Nyakashura wants to go big on every ball, trying to want to meet their target, the score is 242 in 18 overs. Really shows that they are really hungry for runs. Much as those runs are already high, but they really want to reach their target. Let's see what happens. But the captain insists to Sigaleko Plani, and it is working there. Let's see what the boys have to do. I'm actually enjoying this game, Whitney, where the captain talks and the bowler listens. Even if the bowler fails, you see that they still back him up. We've seen fielders go to the bowler and they tell him one or few things from here. Seen a fielder come in, the 12th man, bringing in a message to the bowler from the coach. Really shows that these boys are actually putting up a stiff competition. They're not just coming to do charity, as they are called, Good Heart. They're actually not giving runs here for free. Nyakashura has to go big. Gone big again from the new batsman that came in. And there's another boundary. Whitney, I think the bowlers just have to make it more tighter. It's a different case now. I don't know. I think your prediction is coming true. Nyakashura will really make. Let's see if they can make 250.
To me, the Nyakashura's prediction is coming true because they're remaining with 4 runs to clock their prediction of 250. I think they'll make it because Pana they're getting.
Good fielding there. Just overrun out. Oh, and the wicket keeper misses it. Whitney, you see the wicket keeper is a young boy, but he has put up a fight. This really shows that young as they are, they have a bright future ahead of them. They have this communication skill. They have this fighting spirit and teamwork. That's what I've seen from this team, the Good Heart team. They are fighting till the last ball. They are fighting until the last over. No being inactive on field. Everyone is moving to their positions. That's another thing that I've observed. Not the coaching from the boundary or setting the field from outside. Everyone knows their position. This really shows that they really know what they are doing, and they know what they are up to, and looking forward, following this team, they will be a very good team that no one would want to face in the future.
Good.
There is a coat there. The wicket keeper takes a catch. Nyakashura, I don't know, Whitney, 247 in 19 overs. I don't know. 3 runs to make their target. But like I've said, they have really come with big muscles. But the bowler is doing his best. Let's see what happens. But I'm very impressed with him. I don't know. You play for your side. I've seen you wicket keep. Do you usually go big? I don't know. I've not seen you bat. What do you think? What should Nyakashura do right now in this? What should Nyakashura do in this situation now?
I think Nyakashura, to clock their 250, they are now remaining with 5 balls. They need 3 runs. They either look for the singles, or if they don't do such, then they'll lose all the
Gone
wickets.
so big. Like I've said, but took one. He actually thought it was a 4. They have really built their muscles. Whoever is coming in, Whitney, is coming with the attitude of hitting the ball because of the target that they really want. Let's see what happens, but the bowler means business here.
The bowler has just spoiled the soap by giving out a wide and making Nyakashura's target come true to 250 as the captain predicted it to be, and making Good Heart challenged. But they've kind of challenged the batting side by being so hard and strong that they can make it, and show that they're also challenging, though it's their first time to be in such a tournament.
Very well said there, Whitney. The bowler just spoiled the soup there by bowling a wide. Another wide there from the bowler. The score is 251 in 19.5 overs. We want to thank our sponsors, Skyview, for the soft drinks, Crystal Clear, Deep End Sports Media, Uganda Cricket Association, for making sure the boys are enjoying here.
Misfield from the fielding side and making Nyakashura run like nothing and giving them free marks there. So I think kinda the fielding side is giving up because they've been hit so hard. Talk about it, Sharon.
Yeah, just like you've said, I think the Good Heart team, when Nyakashura, they had actually hopes of defending. They didn't want actually Nyakashura to reach 250, but they started losing morale in the last overs, especially when it was 15 overs. Gone big there. A 6. Hit hard out of the park by the batter. Witness still telling you they lost morale when they saw their target was not reached, as the captain had wanted it to be. So but we didn't see them field like this, and we didn't see them bowl like this in the first 14 overs. They were so tight, they were fighting. They just lost morale at the end, but they still, all in all, they exhibited a very good skills out here.
Sean, you saw it well. The coach sent in the 12th man at the 7th over, telling the captain what to do when they had started losing morality. So I think Good Heart has won the game, though I think that Nyakashura is going to beat them. But to the coach, I think they won. That marks the end of the first innings in the evening of the day.
Skyview Schools Cricket Week 2023. 200 and
Go extreme with Skyview Orange, Citrus and Fruity, a product of the Reham family. Go extreme with Skyview Orange, Citrus and Fruity, a product of the Reham family. Go extreme with Skyview Orange, Citrus and Fruity, a product of the Reham family. Go extreme with Skyview Orange, Citrus and Fruity, a product of the Reham family. Go extreme with Skyview Orange, Citrus and Fruity, a product of the Reham family. Go extreme with Skyview Orange, Citrus and Fruity, a product of the Reham family. Go extreme with Skyview Orange, Citrus and Fruity, a product of the Reham family. Go extreme with Skyview Orange, Citrus and Fruity, a product of the Reham family. Go extreme with Skyview Orange, Citrus and Fruity, a product of the Reham family. Go extreme with Skyview Orange, Citrus and Fruity, a product of the Reham family. Go extreme with Skyview Orange, Citrus and Fruity, a product of the Reham family. Go extreme with Skyview Orange, Citrus and Fruity, a product of the Reham family. Go extreme with Skyview Orange, Citrus and Fruity, a product of the Reham family. Go extreme with Skyview Orange, Citrus and Fruity, a product of the Reham family. Go extreme with Skyview Orange, Citrus and Fruity, a product of the Reham family. Go extreme with Skyview Orange, Citrus and Fruity, a product of the Reham family. Go extreme with Skyview Orange, Citrus and Fruity, a product of the Reham family. Go Extreme with Skyview Orange, Citrus and Fruity, a product of the Reham family.
do really want to appreciate your efforts and making sure that everything is moving hand in hand, making you very comfortable in your office, driving on the road, at home, as you watch cricket live in Ginger Senior Secondary School. Not forgetting Crystal Natural Mineral Water is one of our partners. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are live here in the home of fresh waters. We have where you can go for your small tour, and that is along the River Nile source. You can go there, have some good pics, good memories as you enjoy cricket and as you enjoy Ginger City and cricket live here at the home ground of Ginger Senior Secondary School. We have other games running up in other grounds, and we shall be giving you updates about what is happening outside there. But still, if you're very near Mwiri Senior Secondary School, you can walk in there and have some fun as you spice up your evening with cricket live there in Mwiri. We have St. John's High School Kauga taking up St. John's Senior Secondary School from Jiko 1. We have Masaka Senior Secondary School taking off Delhi Republic International School in Jiko 2. We have Kilembe Senior Secondary School taking off Busoga College Mwiri, and that is in Kira Primary School. So, ladies and gentlemen, that has marked the end of the first over. As you can see, the opening batsman there walks out very disappointed after giving out his wicket. As you can see, he's walking still, doubting either he's behind, looking behind, and saying that umpire's words are finals. So in the commentary box here, I'm not alone. I'm still here with the senior woman umpire recognized by ICC. We do really want to appreciate you for joining us in the commentary box. You're most welcome.
Thank you, Sandra. It's the second innings of the game. 1 wicket down, 1 run, 0.3 overs. There is a wicket there. Sandra, what do you think? I mean, to my view, Nyakashura being the big lion in this tournament, and them versing a young team, a team of young boys, short height. I don't think someone should bring in like a pace. What do you think? For the spirit of the game, that's what I'm thinking. Because as you can see, most of the Nyakashura boys, most of them have gotten a chance to train with the senior side. And some of them, like about 4 of them, are under 19 players, meaning they have more seniors in the team. What do you think? For the spirit of the game, I think no one would come in like with a pace to bowl for a young boy, with a short height. You know, what do you think?
Thanks so much for that nice question. To first start, to me, I believe the young boys of Nyakasura Senior Secondary School, having some senior player who plays for Baby Cricket Crane for Uganda, having a lot of experience. That is why they were able to set 262 runs on board for Good Heart Senior Secondary School. So I believe that is one of the targets that they do really want this win at hand. That is why they are not bringing the pace bowlers to open, but starting with the spinners, slow bowlers, so that they can at least give the young boys also more experience on playing slow balls, because you know in any day a batsman can easily hit a pace bowler.
Well, Sandra, I think to myself, you see that the young boy is struggling to middle the ball. And they've made a hut around him. I think for the spirit of the game, right from the organizers, I think they should have been something. I don't know. These boys who are playing in the under 19 shouldn't participate this in the school tournaments, because now what's the challenge? What is Baguma teaching that young boy by bowling to him? Is short. He cannot. He's struggling to middle the ball. Some balls are hitting his chest because he's short and they are spinning probably to him. What do you think? I think it's unfair. To me, I think it's unfair. It's not in the spirit of the game. Watching Baguma coming to challenge a young boy that has just joined cricket yesterday, trying to fight for his wicket.
As per now, I will disagree with you a little bit, because I believe Baguma is giving the little boys some good experience that with the meantime they'll be exposed to playing and facing very quick bowlers together with slow bowlers, putting in some variation and flares for the young boys to be facing. So trust me, in the meantime, when they come back next year, there will be a different story. Wicket time. As you can see, a wicket being taken there by wicket number 2 by the fielder straight there in gully. As you can see, some good celebration. A little boy walks out after getting some good experience from the bowler who has just bowled his second ball, his second over of this second inning.
Sandra, you said you're not agreeing with me, but I am just being emotional here for the young boys. I'm sorry to say. Being emotional for the young boys, they are short, they are struggling to middle the ball. The balls are swinging here and there, you know. And Baguma is really fighting to take these wickets. The mere fact that the boys gave them a challenge during fielding, they really want to take their wickets early. That's one thing I've seen. But like I was saying, in the spirit of the game, there was a game that was Kololo Senior Secondary School versus Lord's Mead, where they were inexperienced, and it's the first time they were also coming in the school's week. And you saw Tidega opting not to bowl his pace and giving other young players in the team, the ones who've just had played their first school's week, to come and bowl to the opposite team. That's what I'm talking about, the spirit of the game. So I'm not against Baguma not bowling, but giving someone else who is who is not experienced like him.
I would rather go two-sided, because as you can see, the captain himself is trying to fight hard for his team and wants to at least stop the table either in bowling or in batting. Here it's all about competition. And the other thing, I think the wicket keeper would, I beg your pardon, to me I think the captain would be right to give a chance to the junior and the young players in the team to be bowling to a small team like Good Heart Senior Secondary School, because they are already experienced, and some of them they play for Baby Cricket Crane, And also, they have good experience. Some of them play for clubs. So I would at least request, or even in my view, that the captains would give wicket time there after facing two balls, being still new in the wicket. There he walks off. Some good celebration from Nyakasura Senior Secondary School, having hopes that at least today will be a very colorful day for us. As you can see, he's trying to walk out, doubting himself of what has just happened. He couldn't believe about it.
Well, Sandra, just heard what you've just said, but I'm still emotional about the whole thing. Nyakashura playing good heart here. These are young kids, short in height. Most of them are short in height, struggling to middle the ball. And most of the balls are hitting their chest. And you've seen in the way they are dismissed. They are all caught. And all these Nyakashura boys are of height, taller than the boys. I'm still emotional here. I think something should be done. In my opinion, I don't know. It's a competition. It's a game at the end of the day. But in my opinion, I'm still against it.
Let me ask you a little bit. If you were like the chairman organizing committee of this tournament, would you come up with the idea of boys like the ones who play for club division 1, the ones who play for baby cranes, to stop bowling? Would it be that their work would be always scoring runs and not bowling for these other teams?
Well, Sandra, that's a very good question. To answer you, I'll really say this. I will still take you back to yesterday's game, Kololo Senior Secondary School versus Lord's Mead. You saw what Kidega did, Christopher. Christopher is one person who plays, who played for the Baby Cranes, plays in the club. Another wicket there for Nyakashura, and they celebrate. That's the third wicket for them. Baguma taking 2 from this side. And then, going back to you, Sandra Achao, I think this is not fair. If I was the chairman organizing committee of Schools Week, I'm sorry, I'm not against anything, but I would not allow those who play for national team or for the Baby Cranes, or those who play for the clubs, to get involved in playing, but rather they can stay out and mentor their teammates, the other new players who are in the team, but not them facing these young kids. That's my view, because I don't see what will Baguma achieve picking all those wickets, knowing these boys are inexperienced. It's their first time to come into the tournament. They are all shaky now, you know. So my question to you is, what do you think? What will Baguma achieve? Yes, you told me the boys will have gotten experience, but which experience? The boys can't even middle the ball. They are struggling because of their height, and they are young, and they are all being taken out. What experience has Baguma left to them, and what is he taking? What will he have gained taking wickets of these young short boys?
Thanks so much for that very nice question there from the senior woman umpire. Before I come back to you, allow me to say that another batsman walking in there for Good Heart Senior Secondary School, as he goes in there to face the spinner of Nyakasura Senior Secondary School after picking 4 wickets in just the third over running. So, ladies and gentlemen, getting back to your question, to me, I think, according to him as a captain, according to me as a viewer myself, I think he's playing a mean cricket because, as in him, he's supposed to give more chances to the young junior players to take these opportunities, at least to bowl to the fellow young and junior players so that at least they can know where they belong. For him, I know his target is to either pick the wickets and be the best bowler of the tournament or being the MVP of the tournament.
Well, Sandra, I'm still emotional. And whatever I'm going to say about this game will still be in an emotional way. Look at that young boy. Well, the young boy, almost almost the height of the stump, trying to play a glance shot there and taking a single. Well, to some point it's good, but still, like you've said, the senior players in the team should have given chance to those who've never played cricket at all in their team, because I've seen there are many than them taking it on. I'll still go back to what Kidega did yesterday against boundary there from the young boys. Then the umpire signals for, much as they've built a heart around him, he managed to go for a boundary. It also shows that they are also trying to give in their best to come out and hit the ball, much as the Nyakashura team has shown them that they are actually.
Good shot there, hit by the gentleman who has just sent that ball for 4 runs. There, as you can see, back-to-back fours. The gentleman coming in there saying that I'm here to chase those runs. Even if it means me alone chasing these runs, I can make it. He's taking Baguma so far for 8 runs in an over. He's trying to
Misfield there from Nyakashura. Looks like another boundary is coming. No, they take 2 runs. Sandra Achao, I'm telling you, to my view still, like I've said, I'm emotional and I'll still remain emotional. Like I was still telling you, these boys have new players in their team. They should have given opportunity to these other new players to bowl. But they're showing that they're hungry for wickets. There are another wicket there, making it 5 wickets down, 5 overs, 13 runs on board. Sandra, I still think this is unfair. What will Nyakashura gain coming to bowl out good heart in less overs? So what will they have gained? Is it the run rate? And the run rate, to me, getting that higher score and winning a team that just came in today for Schools Week, and you having all these senior players on the team, what's the gain? Yes, they could be giving good heart and experience, but to you, what is it, to Nyakashura, how is it of help to their cricket growth?
To me, I think one, they're looking at winning all these games and taking the trophy home, so that at the end of the day, they'll be happy and having that good morale of representing their school together with their region and taking the trophy home as the winners for this tournament.
Well, another player in there from Good Heart on strike. Like I said, I still don't see Oh, and his helmet is hit by the ball. Oh my God. Sandra, are you seeing what I'm talking about? This boy is almost the height of a stump. He doesn't know. Oh, and the wicket is taken. Wicket number 6 is taken for Nyakashura by Matthias. Matthias is one of the boys that played for under 19, played for club, still at school, but still a child. I'll leave this game emotional. Whether Nyakashura, I know it's a sure win for them, but I'll still leave this to the coordinators. I don't see any sense in bringing a school who has players that have played for the national team, plays for club, to come and verse a school that has just come in today, a player that has just learned how to bat yesterday here. I think it's unfair to me. They would rather sit out and advise and probably mentor their young, the other raw players in their team, because it's not of any benefit to them coming to pick these easy wickets. Like I asked you and you haven't gotten back to me. How is it of benefit to Baguma to pick all these wickets? Yes, they want a win, but it's not fair. What do you think? What should be done?
To me, Baguma is trying to fight hard to make sure that at least he tops the table in either bowling or being the MVP of the day. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have different games going on in different grounds. We have the St. John's, the two teams battling themselves. In Jiko 1, we have Jiko 2, Masaka Senior Secondary School taking off Delhi Republic International. We have in Kira Primary School having Kilembe Senior Secondary School taking Busoga College. Fall of another wicket there. 7 wickets down. Nyakasura Senior Secondary School is doing very well, picking these young little boys. But it calls for body and soul for the young little boys, as you saw in the first innings. The little boys were putting in a very good fight, very good energy, and calls for teamwork, just like the name of the school, Good Heart, having that good heart and mercy each and every time they were in there for their first innings. But though batting is a little bit a challenge to them, but since it's their first time to be in nationals, I believe they are getting very, very good experience, so that they will be in position to attack their coach, telling their coach we don't want to go back next year and we face the same fire with that, being punishing those things, those good balls that are picking them right now. I believe by the time they come back next year, there will be better. Some of them would be.
Sandra, look at that young boy coming in bravely with that message of like, I'm going to hit the ball no matter what. Like you were saying, much as the Eureka team facing a big lion, they are very brave. I've just seen how that boy is walking in with that aggressiveness. I've really loved their body language from fielding and now to batting. Even if their wickets are falling, even if their wickets are flowing like water, but whoever is coming in aggressively with this attitude of like, I'm going to hit the ball, I'm going to try and get some runs for my team. Though things don't go well for them, but I still love the attitude of like, we are losing, things are not going well for us, but whoever is going in is coming in with a very aggressive attitude. I like seeing that. Now, Sandra, I was still talking about the spirit of the game. Seeing today's game, this afternoon game, Good Heart versus Nyakashura, I think there's something that should be changed. I don't know if you agree with me or not, but this is not in the spirit of the game to some point, to some extent. Nyakashura coming to pick 7 wickets in 7 overs, and Good Heart coming to score 13 runs in 7 is not of benefit to the competition. If the organizers are saying this is not the competition that we needed. There is no challenge here. There is no challenge here. So I don't know. Like I was still telling you, we saw a game yesterday. Wicket time here.
A very good wicket there. After the keeper missing that catch, he was backed up by the a player and a fielder on slips, taking that catch, taking the 8th wicket of Good Heart Senior Secondary School. It calls for small body but big heart. As you have seen, the young boys, they are battling with the big boys of Nyakasura Senior Secondary School. I truly do want to appreciate them for their commitment and their work that they are doing. They're really getting used to the environment together with getting more experience for them to play more cricket. Never know, in the meantime, they will be called for baby pearl trials, and that is I beg your pardon, the baby cricket cranes to represent Uganda somewhere, someday, one day. It starts small but grows big and bigger.
Thank you, Sandra, for saying that. I totally agree with you on that note. These boys coming in to face the big lions, and they are coming in aggressively with good attitude. You see, they are not taking time. They are not dragging their bats in. They are coming holding their bats with the attitude that we're going to hit the ball, with the attitude that we love what we are doing. Shows that you under 19, there are more under 19s coming from down here. If they are groomed so well and they continue playing, these boys have a big heart, and this is what we need for our nation. This is what we need for our game, the game of cricket. And looking forward, I think they should be given more support so that they keep in the game. And probably this will help in the selections, like you've said, and see more boys coming up to play cricket for the national side.
I really love what I'm seeing from the non-striker. The bat who is on non-strike end is total aggressive, wanting to face that one ball that is being delivered by Baguma, the captain of Nyakasura Senior Secondary School. Ladies and gentlemen, grab Skyview for yourself as you refresh your mind watching cricket live here in Jinja Senior Secondary School Oval. Nyakasura Senior Secondary School taking Good Heart Senior Secondary School.
14 runs on board, 8 wickets down, 8 overs now. The boys are doing well. Like you've just said, Sandra, the boys are really brave. You've seen the non-striker couldn't wait to take strike to go and show Baguma that what he can do with the bat. The attitude that I was talking about, that attitude was shown even during their fielding, and it was still shown even how they walk into bat. I really love the attitude. There is something to learn about. I've not seen many teams do this, but if a younger team, an experienced team, can do this, then cricket has grown and cricket is growing still. Look at Nyakashura begging the umpire for the wicket, and he's out indeed. And the umpire says the young boy is out. Wicket number 9 there for Nyakashura. Sandra, I'm still emotional. The boys are doing their best, but I'm still emotional about this. Please, what is your advice to the organizers? I love the challenge, but spirit-wise, in the spirit of the game, to some extent, I think it's not fair for the Lord's Mid. for the Good Heart team that they are 14 runs on board, 9 wickets down, 8 wickets. In 8 overs. Still, I'm still emotional about this, and I'm still on this. Much as I've enjoyed the game, seeing the boys come in bravely. Look at that young man. Can't wait to walk into the middle and go and show Nyakashura that you've taken our wickets, but I'm also coming. They are really hungry to take strike. They are hungry to hit balls. However much, Nyakashura is showing that they need their wickets in a short period of time.
As we have seen that little boy putting on just number 17, walking out, but I love what I'm seeing in the dugouts there, mostly in the dressing room of Good Heart Senior Secondary School. Before the batter comes out, the next person is already at the touchline, ready to go and challenge Nyakasura Senior Secondary School. Unfortunately, their wickets are falling so fast, but otherwise, it would have been a very good fight for Nyakasura Senior Secondary School versus Good Heart Senior Secondary School. Though they are young boys, but they're getting a lot of experience because the senior woman umpire. Right now, the Bagumas, they're playing for the Baby Crane, and they're playing for under 19. There are various clubs they can still play, but for under 19 case, they are edging up. So they need people who can step up into their shoes and take over from them. To me, I do agree for this tournament to take over because they have seen a very good challenges, and they have been challenged in very many ways. In bowling, in batting is where they are getting a lot of experience, and I believe they will go back and attack their coach down in their school, telling their coach, next time I want to go back as a winner. A good ball being delivered there in a good spot. There he misses that ball, goes straight to the wicket keeper. He tries to punch the ball, but goes straight to the fielder down there in Silly. As you've seen, they have already read the minds and the body size of these little young boys. But the little young boys are telling them, though we have small body, but our hearts are very, very big for the game. As you've seen, they're trying all their level best. Though they have pushed every fielder in the 30-yard. Some good appeal there from the fielders themselves together with the bowler, but the senior umpire, Longe Becker from Ginger Senior Secondary School Oval, says, I cannot give you that wicket that you're appealing for, so better work for what is clear, not what is hidden for you to get, for you to be hiding behind the bars.
Sandra, talking about the attitude, like you said, today the organizers have a chance to see that they have a future under 19 coming. Short boys, young, with big, big, big hearts, not ready to give up at any point. Much as all their wickets are out, but the ones that are on strike now are doing their best. And what I've seen, Sandra, the boys have all the basics. They are following all the basics. From taking the field, you've seen, and very good use of equipment. They all came with much as even the helmets are not fitting them. I can see from this side. But they cannot risk not having them on. And there is a run there. Much as the Nyakashura side decided to build a hut around the good heart batters, they managed still to take a run. Sandra, these young boys really have shown the organizers that there is a future coming up, a bright future in cricket coming up. Look at that swing! Oh, and the umpire gives out good at all out, 15 runs, 10 week all out in 9 wickets. Sandra, what do you have to say about this? It's a very good for Nyakashura. They are topping the table now. And from what I can say, I still appreciate the Good Heart team. Whoever was given an opportunity to field, to bowl, to bat, much of they have not delivered as such. We would see that. I want to appreciate their commitment, the teamwork, the zeal, the fire in them. They are young, short, but with a very fighting heart in them. And they didn't just come, but they have put up a stiff competition. They actually raised the intensity of the game right from their fielding to their batting. Whoever was walking in with this attitude of, I'm coming to hit that ball. With that attitude of, I need to get a run for my team. Even when they knew that they could not chase those runs. And I don't know, Sandra, but there is a bright future for those young boys. They should be followed up by the coordinators of this tournament. And I thank the sponsors, Skyview, Deep End Media Sports, Crystal Clear, for partnering with Uganda Cricket Association to make sure that boys have come to exhibit the different talents that they have from different schools, different regions. Where would we see this lovely game? And I will still appreciate the boys played well, even if they have lost, but they have showed us something. There is something new that we've seen. Maybe if it wasn't for Schools Week 2023, we wouldn't have seen what we've just witnessed this evening.
Thank you so much. To me, I would say I would give a round of applause to Good Heart Senior Secondary School for all the teams that have played from day one, and that is a Sunday. This is the only team I can say round of applause. Although they have lost, but they have put in a lot of efforts and energy trying to display their skills. However much short and young they are, but they were committed and trying to show us some good skills that they have learned from their coaches. It was a very good game. Although other games have been scoring 270s, 260s, 250s, but this is a very nice game to me. I've really enjoyed the game by the little boys of Nyakasura, of Good Heart Senior Secondary School. Indeed, they move with the name of their school, and I believe they're following that. So, ladies and gentlemen, that has come to the end of our game for this afternoon. Nyakasura Senior Secondary School was taking Lord's Good Heart Senior Secondary School, and there they were in position to take that win into their pockets and celebrating for that win, as I believe that they are topping that table because they have been hitting some good runs. Even yesterday they took St. Joseph College Laibi in a very stressful way, and finally they had to even take that one also home. So ladies and gentlemen, we do really want to thank you so very much for putting in time to watch this wonderful game of Good Heart Senior Secondary School versus Nyakasura Senior Secondary School, having a battle in the middle there for the two teams and for the good work that they have been putting in there to ensure that at least they make your day so colorful. As you can still grab for yourself Skyview Fruity as you spice up your evening. Get one bottle for crystal water for you to walk around, as you can go for some evening walks around the Niles around the industries, since we are in the home of industries down here in Ginger City. So ladies and gentlemen, that has marked the end of our day 4.
Go extreme with Skyview Orange, Citrus and Fruity, a product of the Riham family. Go extreme with Skyview Orange, Citrus and Fruity, a product of the Riham family. Go extreme with Skyview Orange, Citrus and Fruity, a product of the Riham family.